Now, as seen over the past week, many Singaporeans have been rushing to stores to get their hands on N95 masks. But do you really need one? To answer that and more, we have tonight Associate Professor John Abishganathan from Tan Tock Seng Hospital. So, Prof, thank you first of all for joining us on a Sunday night. Can you tell us, when do we really need to wear these masks?
So that would depend on the 24-hour PSI level, how healthy one is, and the duration of time of exposure. So there's an infographic that we prepared from the Ministry of Health.
Yeah, that's right. Okay.
Yes. So healthy persons are advised to minimize outdoor activity when the PSI reaches the unhealthy range and beyond. That's PSI of more than 100. Wearing a mask is recommended only when the PSI hits the very unhealthy range and beyond. That's a PSI of more than 200. And when prolonged or strenuous outdoor activity is unavoidable.
Okay, so how long is prolonged?
Right. Prolonged means activity for more than 3 or 4 hours and usually involves some form of exertion or strenuous activity.
Right, okay.
Looking at the vulnerable groups such as the elderly, pregnant women and children, the same general advisory applies. As N95 masks are not certified for use in children, children should remain indoors as much as possible when the air quality becomes unhealthy.
Okay, can I just stop you right there?
Sure.
So the N95 masks that we have, even the smaller ones, are not suitable for children?
That is right.
Okay.
The smaller ones are actually meant for smaller faces, for adults.
Yeah, so smaller ones like these?
Yes.
Okay, so then what precautions can children take?
Well, generally children should stay indoors as much as possible if the air quality is unhealthy. Drink lots of water. If they're at home, keep the windows closed and keep a watch out on the haze levels day by day.
All right, and that's the second category. What about the last category of people?
Right.
Can we just go back to that infographic there again?
Right. The last category refers to the people who have chronic medical issues like chronic lung disease or heart disease conditions, and they should be more cautious as far as possible. When the PSI reaches the unhealthy range and beyond, they should remain indoors, and if going outdoors is unavoidable, they should wear an N95 mask.
Okay, so, well, the skies may be looking clearer now, but the PM 2.5 reading, which measures the fine particles that can go into your lungs, they are still in the healthy range. So just how much harm can these particles do, long-term, short-term?
Right. Actually, we are concerned about the PM 2.5 because those are really the fine particles that can go into the breathing zone or the deeper zones of the lungs. So those are actually more detrimental to health, and we should actually pay a lot more attention to the PM2.5. And if those are higher, then we should actually take the higher advisory.
Okay, we have a various range of masks. It's out there in the market. We have some of them right here. Maybe you can explain the different masks and the different uses. These are all N95, right?
Right. So an N95 mask, whichever color, they're all effective. And basically, the most important thing is that they should fit you well. The seal should be fitting you around the mouth and the nose snugly, and the two straps should go behind the earlobes. There's a way of performing a fit test to see that it's actually not leaking, and when you exhale, the air should not go into your eyes or your face. Okay,
and is there a time limit to how long we can wear these masks?
Right, you should wear the mask as long as you're outdoors and as it applies for the haze advisory when it's unhealthy or very unhealthy. These masks are actually quite hardy and they're quite reusable. So they can be used as long as they're not deformed or soiled.
All right, thanks very much, Professor, for joining us in the studio tonight. That was Associate Professor John Abishganathan from the Tan Tock Seng Hospital.